Hello, everyone. How are you? It is, well, me, the underconfident human. And I'm feeling like kind of relaxing, taking it easy, and of course, playing with my wood. You know something? Pencils. Pencils. You know what's really great about pencils? They're organic. As in, not totally synthetic, not made of plastic, made of actual wood. And they're really such an early, primitive tool that I always felt was a bit underappreciated. Despite my best efforts, I can't get a good focus on the tip there. There we go. Wood. Made of wood. As for me, someone that kind of can appreciate primitive and yet wonderful tools like this, and it's just weird. I love pencils. I have a thing for pencils. And my pencil has to be, we'll try this one more time. There we go. Dixon. I don't want a Ticonderoga. I don't want, even though it's the same company, but I don't want a Golden Eagle. I don't want a Bic. For me, it's got to be natural, 100% Dixon. The Dixon Orioles are kind of nice as well, although those are a bit lighter, but regardless. I like the traditional, proper Dixon. Take note here. Just the classic metal design with that classic pink eraser. Dixon. Wonderful pencils. I write occasionally in a sort of diary. I do most of that electronically. I have since the early 2000s. I don't write all the time. It's not a daily thing, but once in a while I just write because I can, I'm a touch typist and I can easily type above 100 words a minute. But sometimes with an old style paper, I don't really want to show that thing, but a paper journal, I sit down and just write with a pencil. I like the sound of the pencil, the feel of the pencil, and so on. So, I bought a brand spanking new pack of Dixon pencils, which we're going to sharpen up and get nice and pretty. But first, we are here to be on the subject of ASMR, right? So it only seems logical to me that we explore first the ASMR capabilities of my very things here, such as the case. This is actually a double-sided case. It locks here, but I can also flip it, and it's got a lock here. This little compartment doesn't hold much. It can only hold a few pencils and some things like these erasers, which I don't even use those, but the main compartment here. Pencils. it's a real shame that in our current lives, adults, unless they make it a point, rarely get to actually use pencils for anything. It's all blue or black, and mostly black ink pens, which, don't get me wrong, I have a particular preference on those too, which for me is the Zebra, stainless steel F301, I think the number is, or F304. I always buy the same Zebras, but when possible, I really enjoy just getting to write with pencils. I love pencils. It's just one of my weird little quirks, I guess. It's got to be abnormal to have a very specific brand of pencil, because all pencils are alike, right? It's just a pencil. Well, no, they're not all alike. Personally, I love that sound. I absolutely love that sound. Not just tapping, but the specific sound of this plastic pencil case. It's very satisfying. So, a basic approach to ASMR today, a little grassroots, no role play, no stories, just sounds and my incredibly monotone, nerdy voice. So, before we begin the shaving, let's see if we can get one more good up-close look at this. Dixon. It's weird. My hand is actually not shaking as much as it probably looks like. That's weird. Anyway, let's go. We'll take some pencils. In their pure, unmodified form, and just listen. There's a certain smell to those classic erasers. And of course the fresh wood smell of the pencil tips themselves. There was a time I bought, I'm trying to remember, it's been a long time ago, but I bought a box of pencils, a 24 count from Target. of just their Up and Up brand, because I buy a lot of Target brand stuff anyway, like the store brand, because I think the quality's decent and the prices are decent. But those pencils were so light. I mean, not that pencils are supposed to be heavy, but I didn't care for them. I felt like they were flexible. These, I mean, they're not very flexible. If you want to break a Dixon, you got to try pretty hard. It's doable. It's not like, it's not like trying to break a 2x4, but. And then just for added measure, the Dixons are probably the brightest yellow. I think there are packs of black Dixons and black Ticonderogas as well. But I like the traditional. And again, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but of Dixon, there's also the Dixon Orioles, which are nice but lighter than these. So I like the traditional Dixon number 2. So maybe just one more time. What do you think? We have a chore to do, I think. And you know as well as I do exactly where this is going. It's pretty, isn't it? Nice. Kind of a nice blue lens, yes, no? Get in there. Almost. I want a little more. There we go. I am actually filming right now with Samsung DeX. I have that's lovely. I have my camera on my phone, which in my case is the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And I'm in the DeX desktop behind me with the camera up on the screen so I can use my monitor as an external monitor. Pretty slick, huh? The focus isn't doing too bad today. And up above me here is my Blue Yeti on a mount with a shock mount and a boom arm hanging down. How cool is that? I think we can get a little more there. Oops, maybe too much. There's a little piece of wood left on the edge there. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Get back on there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I think we can get one more. And then I will have to empty this bad boy. I was thinking of a possible analogy for, Dixon, Ticonderoga, and I look at it maybe something like this. The Coca-Cola company, right? They make Coke, but they also make Sprite. Even though Sprite is made by Coca-Cola, is it the same thing? Taste the same? Oh, no. So Dixon, Ticonderoga, I guess that's how I sort of think of it. Because if you just handle and write with them, if you really pay attention, you can certainly feel a difference in both how hard they are versus how soft the Ticonderogas are, and the color, the feel, and just even the sound. Or I'm literally batshit crazy. Could do a little better than that, I think. Yeah. I think out of the group, this will be the last one. We could go a little more on that edge there. And of course, the whole gang of sharpened pencils. You didn't think that was going to be all, did you? Oh no. We can't talk about pencils without enjoying the sweet sound of pencils. There was a light in the sky, one which was so bright that I saw its glare long after I closed my eyes. It left me wondering what mysteries there really were in the darkness. I just randomly made up a phrase to try to write, and trying to write way up here is kind of awkward, but it's worth a shot. But most often it seems in ASMR, people fake write, so they do one of these. I made a mistake in my scribbles there. We can't have that. Alright. Try that again. I'm sure that is its own language. It's called ASMRNEs. All right. see what I drew there? You can tell what a very talented, incredible artist I am. I can't even draw the alphabet correctly. It's supposed to be a pair of decks. The wheels of steel. Got the crossfader and the transformer switches and some basic EQs and even a meter. That's how we doing it. Okay, time for this loser to go. So, as always, thank you for hanging out with me. Stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple, 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 stipple. Anyways, this is the underconfident human, the internet's, and certainly YouTube's least infamous ASM artist, want to be. Anyways, guys, have a good evening, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Later.